You look cute.
Thanks.
Did you start it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Hi everyone, welcome to Grafted in Him, and today we are here with Legacy. It's been a while. Tell us what we're going to be doing today.
So we're going to read Psalms. We're going to read chapter 1 and 2. And yeah, we're just going to have a discussion. It's been a while since we talked to you guys, and we just want to have fun with you.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get on with today's seed.
Shalom. So let's get started. We're going to start with verse 1, chapter 1. So, all the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with the mockers. But they delight in the law of the Lord, meditating on it day and night. They are like trees planted along the riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do. But not the wicked. They are like worthless chaff scattered by the wind. They will be condemned at the time of judgment. Sinners will have no place among the godly. For the Lord watches over the path of the godly, but the path of the wicked leads to destruction. Period.
Okay. Chapter 2. Why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste time with futile plans? The kings of the earth prepare for battle. The rulers plot together against the Lord and against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to God. But the one who rules in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then in anger he rebukes them, terrifying them with his fierce fury. For the Lord declares, I have placed my chosen in Jerusalem, on my holy mountain. The king proclaims the Lord's decree. The Lord said to me, You are my son, today I have become your father. Only ask, and I will give you the nations as your inheritance, the whole earth as your possession. You will break them with an iron rod and smash them like clay pots. Now then,
Kings.
you kings, you should see her Bible right now. It's like drawn on and everything.
Yeah, I do that.
Kings wisely. Be warned, you rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with reverent. Sorry, the music note is right on the reverent fear, and rejoice with trembling. Submit to God's royal Son, or he will become angry, and you will be destroyed in the midst of all your activities. For his anger flares up in an instant. But what joy for all who take refuge in him.
Again, period. I just had to,
Yeah,
get excited. So, let's go back to chapter 1. I did a couple of notes. Like, I don't know, when I read this, I just had like a few like thoughts, and like I just wanted to make notes. Because I know this chapter because we declare that on the men's in our congregation. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, at first when I was reading, what can I say? I mean, it's pretty clear. Like, we have to be, really wise and have like a good wisdom to take our path. Mm-hmm. So, I don't have my notes.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. Just a page, not a whole notebook. Yeah. Okay, so I wrote, those who delight in God's instruction, parenthesis, laws, have better wisdom and know which path to take. And for like the last 2 verses is basically saying that Lord watches our path and watches over us. So I just put the Lord always watches our path. He always takes care of us. And yeah.
If you're the one that's chosen by him, when you're chosen by him, you're his kid, you're his son or daughter. And even, no matter what your past is, if I don't know if you guys saw this, but on one of the Tuesdays, Luisito and Tanita Silva had made a seed, or gave us a seed about how your past doesn't define you. It's the same thing. If you're chosen by God, yes, you go through some things in your past, or someone did something to you, or you're just not where you want to be. It still doesn't define you as long as you change for God, and you make the adjustments to be with God and obey Him, because that's what He wants from His elected.
He make us a new creature.
I was gonna say we're rotten avocados because I have like a story. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, because like we're like shopping with God or something, and like we're all like the rotten avocados, and then like there's some really nice avocados, like really perfect ones, and like he picks the rotten avocado, and then you ask him, why'd you pick that one? He was like, no, this one's mine. I'm gonna make it new. So it's kind of cute.
I like that one. And to like mixed it with chapter 1, I picked another verse, Psalms 37:23. It says, the Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives.
That's pretty cool.
You know.
It's just one of the things that I just like started thinking it this week. I don't know why specifically this week, but we have to be, as youth, we have to be able to understand that yes, people come and go, and people will, hurt you. Depends on who it is, obviously. But God will be always looking over you. And we have to have clear that you have to give up the fact that people out there, bad influencers, people that influence your life, doesn't define you. And you have to be able to fall in love with who God wants you to be. None of those bad influencers are going to give you anything. They're just giving you something broken, something that's not going to benefit you. So always keep that in mind, please, because it'll really help.
Yeah. So, and the other ones that I have is for like the second one, because I was reading that and I went to Acts and I grabbed like a couple of kind of verses because I was like, this is like what happened. So I'm gonna be honest, when I was reading that, I was like, so that happened. How am I gonna make that like a thing? So I was thinking, I'm like, let me look for other verses. And here, I don't know where. Okay, so I found it. Next time I'm gonna put my numbers right. So it says, chapter 2, verse 2, the king of the earth prepare for battle. The rulers plot together against the Lord and against his anointed one. And I want to make clear that you guys understand who is his anointed one. So if you go to Acts 4:26, can you read that for me?
It says, the kings of the earth prepare for battle. The rulers gather together against the Lord and against his Messiah.
Exactly. So I just wanted to like bring this verse so you can understand who are they talking to, who is God talking to or refers to. So it's his Messiah, which we know who is.
I just have to point out, her English has gotten so good.
Thank you.
Oh my God, refers to.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm gonna blush. I'm just kidding. Okay. Oh my God. So the next thing that I want to say, for the last two verses of the chapter 2, like 11 through 12, I put like, this is my thought, like something that I live up to, like, God is God and Yeshua is Yeshua. So I put, serve the Lord proudly, but with reverence, submit to his son, but we aware of not idolizing him, because a lot of people do that. And
yeah, we have to recognize what Yeshua did, which is super important, and there is literally no one else like him. God chose him for something, and his destiny was to do exactly what he did. He didn't do anything else but God's will, and he obeyed to him. But yeah, we also have to be careful not to idolize Yeshua, because God is our God, and he chose Yeshua for a reason, not to be a God, but yeah, that's really good. Good job.
Thank you.
Another thing that I wanted to share, to make sure that you guys have like a little thought, Ecclesiastes 12:1. I hope that's how you say that. Ecclesiastes.
Don't ask me, girl.
Okay. It says, don't let the excitement of your youth cause you to forget your Creator. Honor Him in your youth because you grow old and say life is not pleasant anymore.
Wow. I like that first, yeah.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, that's so true, because you need to take advantage of your age right now. And you can't really, this can go either ways. This can mean so many things at the same time. Never forget who your Creator is, okay? There's one thing that I remember telling you and some of the youth kids, and, well, they're not really kids, but the youth members, that a building is proof of someone that built it, or someone that contracted the whole thing. That's proof of what that person did or that team did. So why can't we see that we are proof of what God created? So that's something that we always have to keep in mind. If He chose you, why are you going to take that for granted? Don't forget that. Honor Him in your youth, and not just your youth, obviously the rest of your life, for eternity. Until your flesh dies. Even if your flesh dies, you're going to keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not going to stop. But especially now, we focus on that message with youth, because that's where we are right now. And we're going to try to focus on bringing other youth members up. You know, there's other of you out there that we don't know but are listening to us, or they're going through something that needed to hear this. But, you know, we always want to keep the chosen youth members out there, you know, connected.
Parenthesis. If you're a youth, a teenager, a kid, don't be afraid to reach out to us. Like, if you need maybe, like, I don't know, advice or something, if you want to, like, just talk, we're here for you.
I'll put the ministry's email down here or somewhere there. I'll put it down there. Wherever this goes out, we'll put it, I guess, in the description. We're going to make sure that that's something that you guys have an option for. We're always here. We have some activities. We have, like, games and all that. We talk, we discuss, we do discussions. We make sure that we're really connected. And some days, because we have people from other places, we don't want to bring them down, like, here all the time, because it's, you know, it's a lot of work. But we do connect at least once in a while, physically at least, so that we're face to face. Another thing I wanted to bring was Matthew 12:50. It says, anyone who does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. This is something that we always try to keep in mind, and this is something that our pastor, Ezekiel Mendoza, has always said, and our pastor, my mom too, Annette Mendoza. Everyone here has to speak the same language. And when we read this, we're like, okay, we're not blood related, but she's my sister. Because we are walking in truth. We are obeying God. We are doing the will of God. And that's what matters to most to God. He wants to see us all connected. We are brothers and sisters. All the time that we have any youth meetings, we're like, we're brothers and sisters, because that's what we really are. We're not blood related, but we don't have to be blood related to be so close, and, you know.
Because we share the same thing. We share our love for Him.
We share a pact. We share a pact. It's like the tzitzis that we usually wear. It's a pact. It's a promise. It's like a ring when you get married. That's a pact. You're making a pact to your wife or your husband that you're going to stick with them till death do you apart. But death is not going to bring us apart from God. That's one thing that we have clear. And we have to know that we are brothers and sisters. Once you get here, once you listen to us, and you believe in God, you trust God, and you obey to God, you are automatically our brother or sister. So keep that in mind, please, because I know there's some people out there that are really our brothers and sisters, and we're here for you guys too. So,
not to lie, but that's one of my favorite verses. Like, and it's because of Ezekiel. Ezekiel, you did that to me. I'm just kidding. But like, that's one of my favorite verses.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really impactful. Not a lot of people see that right away when they read that, because automatically they think, oh, I read the Bible, I believe in God. My family's my family. They're my brothers and sisters. But no, they take it lightly. You shouldn't be taking this stuff lightly. This stuff, God's stuff, isn't to take lightly.
Exactly.
It's not a joke.
It's not.
So that's a tip for anyone to come.
Yeah.
So, you got anything else?
No, I'm excited to read
the rest of Psalms. That's another thing we wanted to say. We started with Psalms. Anyways, we're gonna, discuss some of the chapters. There's a lot, so we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We're not gonna run up anything to say.
In one video, we can talk about, like, 3 chapters because
Yeah.
there's a lot, but
Yeah.
they're good ones. I love Psalms too.
Psalms they're short, they're cute.
Yeah.
They talk to you personally, so it's important to cover it.
Legacy.
We don't know when we'll post, but when the day that this comes out is probably when we'll post again.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please keep in contact and shalom.
Bye.